coming up next.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7.
Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Reeves. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So they bring out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7.
Looking to throw. Britton. He finds his man. Complete. That's King. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Here now, 2nd and 4. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense.
And got his man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Looking to throw on second down. Reeves flushed out right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
They'll get this to about the 38. But you look at this defense.
It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season has been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
On third down, Britton. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
Orlando takes back over on offense. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Reeves toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So here are the Packers now to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, Britton.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at the 33. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Orlando takes back over on offense. Sitting at 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, Reeves. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Reeves. Ooh, the juke. And he's taken down inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards.
protected himself, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Orlando with the football here to begin the second quarter. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Looking to throw. Reeves. He finds his man. Complete. It's Myers. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the Packers' 8-yard line.
Back to throw. Reeves. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And he returns this to the 22. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 1.
Looking to throw. Britton. And incomplete on the deep ball. So another incompletion there.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. He threw the touchdown pass on that last drive, his 20th on the year. And he'll start again here, first down.
Throwing to start the drive. Reeves.
And he
He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Reeves. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go. And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized his offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw again. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
Down the right sideline.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Point after here coming up. It's good, and it's 21-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Orlando takes back over on offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, last... And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
That one's complete to Tomlinson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
That is caught. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Patterson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Operating from the gun, Patterson. He finds his man, complete. That's Myers. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Patterson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Curtis. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. Patterson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Back to throw again. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Off play action. Britton. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 57 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. throwing on first down. Britton. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Orlando takes back over on offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Patterson throwing middle, and it's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin south of the border, and I mean way south, in Buenos Aires, Argentina. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. The Panthers trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Black Knights locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And as you see, they were winners in their ball game. The Patriots close out the first half with the victory, but the damage has already been done, as it's just their second against 6 defeats. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Off the play fake, Britton. Can't get away, and he's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
They need 12 here. It's third down.
Operating from the gun, Britton. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive, Patterson. And he rifles one incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Patterson.
And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Wizards have come back to make it a 2-point game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for two. They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for two.
They made the decision to go for two. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Britton. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Britton. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down. Britton. It throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Orlando takes back over on offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Patterson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Patterson. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
3rd and 12.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Britton.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will push the lead up to 5. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Operating from the gun, Patterson. Over the middle, complete. That's Myers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Curtis.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Myers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st down, Patterson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Patterson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Wizards have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. And that's caught at the 2. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Here's 2nd and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Throwing to start the drive. Patterson.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity. Just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Patterson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action. Patterson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On 1st and 10, Britton. Throw left side complete. That's King. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1.
Off the play fake. Britton.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 2-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure...
Looking to throw on second down. Reeves being chased out left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a throw here hauled in. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 47 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They go play action here on first down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
To throw on second down. Britton. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Packers will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 9, 2:16 to play. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 36-yard line.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He gets this to Myers.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
On 3rd and 2, Reeves.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Curtis. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Oh, did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back to throw. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it.
That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Orlando, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.